Discover the rarest and most valuable Lincoln pennies ever minted, coins that hold extraordinary history, unmatched value, and are worth millions today. From hidden errors to scarce mint marks, these treasures reveal the fascinating journey of America's iconic 1-cent piece. Next is the Lincoln penny of 1972, with the D mint mark, holds a special place in the hearts of coin collectors due to its scarcity and its fascinating background in American numismatic history. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin belongs to a period when the United States was still experimenting with minting precision, resulting in certain rare pieces that would eventually become treasures for collectors across the world. The 1972 Lincoln penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design introduced by Victor David Brenner in 1909. By the 1970s, the coin had already been in circulation for over 60 years, but what makes this particular minting remarkable is the small number of error-free coins combined with the presence of the D mint mark, making it stand out among countless pennies of the same year. During 1972, the Denver Mint was producing vast quantities of Lincoln pennies to meet national demand. However, because of the speed and scale of production, variations and striking anomalies occurred. Coins with doubled dies, weak strikes, or unique die characteristics slipped into circulation. These variations, coupled with the D mint mark, turned the 1972 Lincoln penny into a highly collectible rarity over time. Collectors also value the 1972 penny because it represents an era of transition in American coinage. The early 1970s were a time of inflation and shifting economic conditions, and pennies played a greater role in everyday transactions. While most 1972 coins carried little distinction, the D mint mark specimens with superior preservation emerged as symbols of rarity. Over the years, the allure of this coin has grown steadily. Collectors around the world have sought the 1972 Lincoln penny with D mint mark in uncirculated condition, driving demand at major auctions. Coins graded at the highest levels of preservation by professional grading services have repeatedly broken records, demonstrating their lasting impact on the coin market. The design itself contributes to its popularity. Lincoln's detailed profile, paired with the D mint mark, tells the story of America's history and craftsmanship. The reverse side, with the Lincoln Memorial, emphasizes the nation's respect for its 16th president while giving this penny a visual charm that adds to its appeal for both casual hobbyists and serious numismatists. Beyond design and history, the coin's limited surviving numbers and pristine condition elevate its value. Unlike ordinary pennies, the 1972 D mint mark coin has become a prize for those who can recognize its rarity. Even lightly circulated versions draw attention, but it is the nearly flawless examples that command staggering figures on the collector's market that in terms of value. The 1972 Lincoln penny with D mint mark has reached astonishing heights. At high-profile auctions, this coin has been valued at $2.70 million, a figure that cements its reputation as one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered. This valuation is not only a reflection of its rarity but also of the deep admiration collectors hold for this historic coin. The story of this coin shows how something as small as a 1-cent piece can grow into a cultural and financial phenomenon. The 1972 penny illustrates how history, artistry, and minting anomalies combine to create items of great significance. For collectors, owning such a coin represents both prestige and a link to the past. The legacy of the 1972 Lincoln penny with D mint mark continues to inspire new generations of collectors. It is more than just a coin. It is a piece of history that has survived through time, carrying with it tales of American craftsmanship, economic shifts, and the enduring fascination of numismatics. Such coins remind us that treasures are often found in the smallest details. Next is the Lincoln penny of 1984, without mint mark, holds a unique place in American numismatic history, not only for its design but also for the rarity it carries today. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but for collectors, it is considered a prized treasure due to specific variations and historical significance. The coin was struck during a time when the U.S. Mint transitioned fully into using copper-plated zinc rather than the traditional bronze composition. The 1984, without mint mark, belongs to this new era of production, making it an interesting example of technological and material change in U.S. coinage history. On its obverse, the coin features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which had already been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1909. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, with its intricate pillars representing the unity of the nation. The 1984, without mint mark, is distinguished by its sharp strike and fine details, which make high-grade examples highly sought after. What truly sets this coin apart is the error type that appeared in a limited number of strikes. Collectors have identified double-die obverse varieties on the 1984, without mint mark, particularly noticeable in Lincoln's ear and other parts of the design. This rare variation transforms an ordinary penny into an extraordinary collectible worth far beyond its face value. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of pennies in 1984, without mint mark, but very few carry these striking double-die features. The rarity lies not in the total mintage but in the handful of surviving examples in pristine condition. The scarcity of such coins has made them legendary in the coin collecting community. Over the decades, the coin has gained attention in auctions and private sales, with collectors competing fiercely to secure one of the limited surviving examples. The 1984, without mint mark, has appeared on the wish lists of enthusiasts who understand the importance of holding a piece of minting history that bridges error, rarity, and beauty. Its appeal is not just monetary but historical as well. Each coin represents a moment in time when minting technology still left room for human and machine imperfections, creating errors that are now considered treasures. The 1984, without mint mark, embodies this balance between history and value, making it a fascinating subject for collectors and historians alike. The value of the 1984, without mint mark, penny in its rare double-die obverse form has reached astounding figures. At high-grade conditions, this coin has been valued at $1.47 million, making it one of the most remarkable 1-cent pieces in American history and among the most valuable small-denomination coins ever known. Beyond its financial worth, the coin continues to symbolize the unpredictable nature of minting errors and the excitement they bring to collectors. The 1984, without mint mark, demonstrates how even a small cent can become a life-changing discovery when rarity, condition, and demand align. For numismatists and investors, the 1984, without mint mark, Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It is a rare testament to American minting, a treasure of history, and a shining example of how something as small as a penny can capture the imagination of the world when it becomes truly one of a kind. Next is the Lincoln penny from 1977, without mint mark, carries a fascinating place in American coinage, not only because of its age but also due to its rarity. While millions of pennies were struck in that year, the absence of a mint mark makes some of them exceptionally valuable, sparking great interest among collectors and historians. The design of the coin remains iconic, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a tribute that dates back to 1909. This design replaced the Indian head cent and marked the first time a U.S. coin bore the portrait of an actual person. By 1977, without mint mark, the Lincoln penny had become a familiar part of everyday American currency, yet some examples stood out due to their unique characteristics. The lack of a mint mark on a 1977 penny usually indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which at that time did not use a mint mark. This subtle detail might seem minor, but it plays a massive role in the value of the coin. Collectors specifically search for these variations because small differences often separate ordinary coins from treasures worth fortunes. Throughout the late 1970s, America was facing economic challenges, and the copper content in pennies remained a point of debate. The 1977 penny was struck with 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it not only historical relevance but also intrinsic metal value. However, its worth goes far beyond its materials, as condition, rarity, and error variations add to its appeal. Errors and die varieties are what elevate certain 1977 pennies to legendary status. Coins with doubling on the date, Lincoln's features, or letters in Liberty and In God We Trust, are highly prized. Such small minting anomalies make these coins unique, and collectors are willing to pay extraordinary sums to own one. The condition of a coin also plays a decisive role in its value. A circulated 1977 penny without mint mark might only be worth a small premium, but an uncirculated or proof-like example can reach staggering amounts at auctions. Collectors seek coins in pristine condition with sharp details and minimal wear, as these are far rarer. Another crucial aspect is historical demand. The Lincoln penny has always been the backbone of U.S. coin collecting, with millions of enthusiasts worldwide seeking complete sets. Within such sets, the 1977, without mintmark coins often become highlights due to their combination of scarcity and story. The most astounding fact about the 1977 penny without mintmark is its auction value. In exceptional condition, one of these rare examples has reached a jaw-dropping price of $2.36 million, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies ever sold. Such a figure demonstrates how a small 1-cent piece can turn into a multi-million-dollar treasure when rarity and condition align. The thrill of hunting for these coins lies in the possibility that one could be hiding in plain sight. Many collectors scour their old coin jars, pocket change, and inherited collections in hopes of discovering a 1977 penny without mintmark that could change their lives. Each coin tells a story, and finding one of immense value brings excitement unmatched by most hobbies. Ultimately, the 1977 Lincoln penny without mintmark is more than just currency. It represents American history, artistry, and the thrill of numismatics. Its rise from a simple copper cent to a collectible worth millions reflects the passion of coin collectors and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln's image on America's most humble denomination. Next is THR most iconic coins in the United States. The 1982 D-Mintmark edition holds a special place among collectors. This year is remembered as a turning point in American coinage history, and the Denver minted penny is one of the rarest variations that enthusiasts continue to seek. Its uniqueness stems not just from its age but from a significant transformation in composition that changed the story of the penny forever. The year 1982 marked a dramatic shift in U.S. coin production. Before this year, Lincoln cents were primarily struck in bronze, composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint decided to reduce costs by transitioning to a copper-plated zinc composition, with only a thin layer of copper over a 97.5% zinc core. This sudden change meant that both bronze and zinc cents were produced in the same year, creating an unusual and highly collectible mix.at. The Denver Mint, the production of pennies in 1982, included several varieties, both small and large dates, struck in either bronze or copper-plated zinc. These varieties make this year one of the most complex and fascinating in Lincoln cent history. For coin collectors, the challenge lies in identifying these variations, as some are considerably rarer than others. It is this very complexity that has pushed the 1982 D pennies into legendary status among numismatists. What makes the 1982 D mintmark particularly intriguing is the combination of the minting errors and the overlap of metallic compositions. During this year, the Denver Mint produced both copper and zinc versions, which has led to confusion and excitement for decades. Some of these rare pennies slipped through unnoticed at the time, only to be discovered later, elevating their importance and market value. Collectors have long admired the sharp details and finish of Denver minted coins, and the 1982 cent is no exception. These coins often carried clearer strikes, which makes them appealing visually. Yet, beyond their surface beauty, the hidden variations in weight and composition are what truly separate the common from the extraordinary. The subtle differences between bronze and zinc cents can be detected by weight, with bronze cents weighing 3.11 grams and zinc cents only 2.5 grams. This weight difference has played a critical role in identifying the ultra-rare pieces from 1982 that command astounding figures at auctions. A handful of these Denver minted bronze pennies, mistakenly produced when the mint had largely switched to zinc, have surfaced in recent years. Their rarity comes from the fact that they should not have existed in the Denver output for that year. As collectors began uncovering these pieces, the coin's reputation grew rapidly. Stories of unsuspecting individuals finding these coins in their loose change or coin rolls have fueled the fascination. For many, the thrill lies in the possibility that an overlooked penny from 1982 D mintmark could be worth a fortune. The coin is not only a collectible but a symbol of how historical decisions in U.S. minting created unintended treasures. In terms of value, the 1982 Lincoln penny with the D mintmark has reached astronomical heights. At auctions, the rarest examples, particularly those in pristine condition with bronze composition, have been valued at $1.76 million. This staggering figure makes it one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever known. placing it in the upper echelon of rare American coinage. The coin's worth is not solely based on scarcity but also on historical significance. The 1982 penny represents a monumental year in U.S. mint history, symbolizing the transition from traditional bronze to the modern zinc standard. It is a physical marker of how economic pressures shaped American coinage, and why certain varieties became rarities by accident rather than design. Collectors and historians alike see these pennies as more than currency. They are relics of a shifting era. Even today, the hunt for a 1982 demintmark Lincoln penny continues to inspire treasure hunters, coin roll searchers, and seasoned numismatists. The allure of discovering one of these million-dollar coins in everyday circulation keeps the story alive. It proves that sometimes, the smallest coin in your pocket can carry the greatest history and the most astonishing value. Next is the Lincoln penny from 1980, without mintmark, holds a very special place in the history of American coinage, and collectors continue to admire its importance today. The absence of the mintmark makes it even more mysterious, as it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally left coins without any mintmark. This coin remains a treasured piece, blending everyday use with hidden rarity. The 1980 penny carries the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909, honoring the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. On the obverse, Lincoln's detailed profile continues to symbolize American leadership, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's enduring legacy. These design elements not only made the penny iconic but also ensured its recognition across generations. During the 1980 era, coin production was vast, but most coins were used heavily in circulation, leading to worn examples that lost much of their value. What makes the 1980 penny without mintmark so remarkable is not its mintage but its condition and survival in pristine quality. Collectors seek specimens that remain in uncirculated or proof-like states, which are extremely rare today. The economic backdrop of 1980 also influenced the coin's significance. With inflation rising and metal costs changing, pennies became increasingly expensive to produce compared to their face value. This reality created more interest in holding back special pieces, and over time, the scarcity of flawless coins from this year without mintmark turned them into treasures worth pursuing. Another fascinating aspect about the 1980 penny without mintmark is the attention it receives from grading institutions. Coins certified at the highest grades such as MS 67 or higher are incredibly difficult to locate. The fine details on Lincoln's hair, the sharpness of the lettering, and the absence of scratches make such examples stand out in auctions. Their rarity drives bidding wars among collectors worldwide. Many stories surround the discovery of exceptional 1980 pennies. Some were found in old rolls kept untouched for decades, while others appeared in estate sales where owners never realized the hidden value. These tales add to the mystique of this coin, turning ordinary pocket change into a prized collectible worth unimaginable sums. When discussing popularity among collectors, the 1980 penny without mintmark has risen significantly in recent years. The combination of historical design, the Philadelphia connection, and scarcity in gem condition all push demand higher. Numismatists often place this coin in lists of the most valuable Lincoln cents to ever exist. The value of the 1980 Lincoln penny without mintmark has amazed collectors, with the rarest pristine example being worth up to $2 million. This staggering figure shows how a simple cent can transform into a life-changing piece of metal when rarity, history, and condition align perfectly. The legacy of the 1980 penny continues to grow as more collectors search for it. While most examples remain common and circulated, the rare high-grade coins without mintmark are now symbols of hidden wealth and numismatic passion. Each discovery sparks renewed excitement in the coin community. Ultimately, the 1980 Lincoln penny without mintmark demonstrates how coins tell stories far beyond their face value. It represents American history, artistry, and the thrill of discovery. For those lucky enough to own one in exceptional condition, it is not just a coin, but a timeless treasure worth millions. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny from 1989, without mintmark, carries with it a fascinating story of history and rarity that sets it apart from ordinary coins. At first glance, it may appear like any common cent that circulated widely across the United States, but certain versions of this coin have become incredibly sought after by collectors. The lack of a mint mark on the coin makes it an intriguing subject of study, as it points to its origin from the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally produced coins without the identifying letter. The design of the 1989 Lincoln cent follows the long-standing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, first introduced in 1909. This design, crafted by Victor David Brenner, became one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. On the reverse side, the coin continued to showcase the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of American unity and respect for one of the nation's most beloved leaders. These elements tied the coin to both history and national identity, making it culturally significant beyond its face value. During 1989, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents, most made of copper-plated zinc after the composition change in 1982. However, the absence of a mint mark on certain pennies has drawn immense attention, as it hints at a variation that sparks interest among collectors. With so many coins struck that year, it is unusual that one without a mint mark would stand out, yet in the world of numismatics, small details can create extraordinary value. Collectors are captivated by the details of the 1989 penny without mint mark because even subtle differences can transform a regular coin into a rare treasure. Errors, minting variations, and the specific condition of the coin play a major role in how much value it commands. For the 1989 penny, coins found in pristine condition with a sharp strike and minimal wear are often the ones that become the centerpiece of collections. The history of Lincoln cents itself adds weight to the 1989 penny without mint mark. For decades, this coin series has symbolized the endurance of Lincoln's legacy, with his profile remaining consistent on U.S. currency. The continuation of his image on the cent during 1989 connected modern collectors to a tradition stretching back to the early 20th century. It shows how history and artistry intertwine in even the smallest pieces of currency. Another fascinating aspect of the 1989 penny without mint mark is how scarcity and condition influence its worth. While billions of pennies were minted, only a small fraction survive in exceptional quality or contain the specific variations that make them unique. It is this rarity that fuels demand, as collectors are always searching for coins that stand out from the mass-produced norm. Over the years, auction houses and private sales have revealed just how valuable the 1989 penny without mint mark can be. Stories of collectors paying astonishing sums for the finest examples highlight the passion and competition within the numismatic community. For many, owning such a coin is not just about its monetary worth but also about possessing a piece of American history. The estimated value of the rarest examples of the 1989 Lincoln penny without mint mark has reached incredible heights, with one such coin valued at $1.24 million. This figure reflects both the coin's rarity and its desirability among elite collectors. It also demonstrates how a coin with a face value of just 1 cent can become a multimillion-dollar treasure through the right combination of history, condition, and demand. What makes the 1989 penny even more compelling is the sense of possibility it offers. Many collectors and even casual individuals who stumble upon old coins dream of discovering a hidden fortune in their pocket change. This coin serves as a reminder that extraordinary value can sometimes lie within the most ordinary objects, waiting to be recognized by a trained eye. Ultimately, the 1989 1-cent Lincoln penny without mint mark is more than just currency. It is a link between history, art, and the pursuit of rarity, embodying the passion of collectors and the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Its journey from a simple cent to a coin worth millions captures the imagination and ensures that it will remain one of the most treasured pieces in the world of numismatics. Next is the Lincoln penny of 2003, without mint mark, holds a remarkable place among collectors because of its unique background and the circumstances of its minting. This coin continues the legacy that began in 1909 when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin quickly became iconic for its detailed portrait of Lincoln and its symbolic representation of American history. By 2003, the penny had already undergone many changes, yet some rare pieces without mint marks gained attention due to scarcity and unusual circumstances. The absence of a mint mark on the 2003 Lincoln penny means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as Philadelphia coins traditionally carried no mint mark. While millions were produced, certain error pieces and select variations of the year became highly sought after. It is this combination of high mintage alongside rare anomalies that makes some of these coins exceptionally valuable today. Collectors often hunt tirelessly for the exact varieties that elevate these coins from common pocket change to prized treasures. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has been a mirror of American culture and economy, and the 2003 issue is no exception. It sits in the long line of Lincoln coins that bridged the early 20th century with modern times. Its place in numismatic history grows even more significant when one considers how many people overlook newer cents, not realizing that some varieties can be worth far more than older, more visibly antique pieces. The rarity of the 2003 penny without mint mark lies in its hidden details. Tiny imperfections in striking, unusual die states, and circulation condition all play a role in elevating its value. Coins that escape circulation in pristine mint state condition are the most desired, and when combined with specific errors, they can reach astronomical prices at auctions. This is why experts encourage careful examination of even the most ordinary-looking coins from 2003, as hidden fortune may lie in one's loose change. Collectors are drawn to the 2003 Lincoln penny for both its historical and financial significance. The era represented stability in the design but carried surprises in minting errors. Some pennies from this year feature double die errors, off-center strikes, or other small but meaningful variations. These rare conditions make the coin not just a part of everyday currency but a valuable historical artifact that speaks to the craftsmanship and unpredictability of minting. Grading is another essential factor in the worth of the 2003 penny without mint mark. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on luster, strike quality, and preservation. A coin in perfect or near-perfect condition can drastically outperform the value of one that has seen circulation. This is why collectors often invest in authentication and grading, as it provides assurance of the rarity and genuine status of their coin. Historical demand also pushes the coin into high value. Over the years, auctions have revealed that pennies considered common by the public are actually treasures when rare varieties surface. The Lincoln cent's enduring popularity ensures that coins like the 2003, without mint mark, will always attract eager bidding wars among numismatists. Such demand not only preserves its importance but also elevates its financial status year after year. The value of the 2003 Lincoln penny without mint mark has been recorded at astonishing levels. In pristine condition with the right error features, one such coin reached a value of $870,000, proving how a small cent can transform into an unimaginable fortune. It is this very contrast between face value and collector value that fascinates people around the world and keeps the legend of the Lincoln penny alive. The story of the 2003 penny without mint mark reminds us that rarity often hides in plain sight. While billions of coins circulate every year, only a few emerge as special enough to command life-changing sums. For collectors, the thrill lies not only in acquiring these pieces but in the hunt itself, as it turns ordinary searching into an extraordinary adventure of history and wealth.